How's it going, everyone? Today, this isn't a traditional YouTube video, and despite the traffic and all the previous comedic videos I post, I'd like to get a little more serious today. And I want to talk about some topics that I think we all need to hear. Some things that maybe we all know, but we don't apply to our lives. And if we did apply them to our lives, we could live a lot happier. And I noticed that a mistake a lot of people make is they sit around and they don't take the next step in life. They don't do the next thing that they have to do to get to where they want to be. They sit there and plan it out and think about it and figure out how they can do it. And if they come to a problem in their plan, then they sit there and figure out how to solve the problem. But they spend so long trying to solve a problem that can be solved by going and doing it, rather than just sitting around and thinking about it. It's not going to get done if you sit there and think about the problem and just talk and complain about it. You have to go solve it. You have to go do something with your life. That's what makes the difference between a slacker and an attacker. A slacker's going to sit there and think about their problems and not care about how this affects themselves or how it's affecting their lives. All they care about is their shame and wanting others to pity them for their shame because they haven't made their goals. You hear old Pappy over here always talking about hopping on a boat and going around the world. Has he actually done it? Where's his boat? Where's the money to get that boat? Where's his retirement fund? How's he gonna do it? Was he gonna start selling drugs? How's he gonna get that money for that boat to go around the world? And plus, after that, is he just gonna leave his whole life behind? Is he just gonna leave and do it? Because the difference between a slacker would stay here and live in their life and continue living day by day, thinking about the things that they could be doing. But an attacker, they would go out, save their money, say screw their job, hop on that boat, go around the world and live harbor to harbor, getting food and showers wherever they could, because that is their dream. That is the life that they want to live, so they are going to go do it because they are an attacker and they ain't no slacker. So, another thing that I want to say is you define who you want to be. Your past experiences, substances, people around you, none of that defines who you are except for you. Ultimately, you make the decision to decide what kind of person you want to be. If you want to sit around and do nothing with your life, that's your decision. That's who you chose to be. But if you want to get up and make friends and be social and achieve your goals, then you will do it. If you want it, you will do it. You decide who you are. Don't let the past define who you are, because the past is there to tell you what you shouldn't do now. It's not there to tell you who you are. It's to tell you what you shouldn't and should do. It's there to give you lessons and teach you that things can be better if you do them a different way. It's there to give you an alternate perspective, to allow you to do things once, and then when you do it again, you can do it better. You can do it better the next time, and if you still didn't succeed, you know that those 2 ways you did that before aren't going to work. So you find another way, and that way will succeed. And you have to find joy in being around others, because you're not going to get far in life if you sit around and hate everyone and just despise being around people or talking to anybody. Because this world, we mutually benefit from each other. So you are not going to get very far on your own. You need other people who are there to help you out, to get you to the places you need to be. They're not going to do it for you, but they can help you. And it's very important that other people help you, because you can't do it all on your own. And if you try and put it all on yourself, you're going to end up with too much stress and you can't handle it, and you're going to be freaking out. At midnight, you have 4 essays due the next day because you've slacked off and haven't done anything, and you're at your limit, man. You can't do it. And you go to the school next day and you only have 1 essay done because you fell asleep. You said you were going to take a 30-minute nap and you didn't. You made it go until 5 in the morning. You said, I'm going to get up at 5 in the morning, do my essay before I get on the bus. You didn't. You woke up at 7 o'clock and the bus gets to the bus stop at 7:30. You had to take a shower and get dressed and find all your school stuff. Make sure you had everything prepared to get on that bus. You don't have time to be writing an essay. You screwed yourself over. So, I was kind of going off on a tangent there. My point was to find joy in being in others. Around other people, they can help you out. And if you had looked at the resources that those teachers had been giving you, they were trying to help you get those essays done all along. They assigned them 2 weeks ago and told you it was due 2 weeks later, but you decided to sit around and wait till the last minute. So, what are you going to do today? Are you going to sit there and stare at your assignments and think about doing them, and then go hang out with your friends and say you'll do them later? Or are you going to do them right now? Are you going to open up your backpack and get them done? Because I know y'all have some work. I know you haven't gotten your shit done. I know you haven't. So, on top of finding joy in others, you have to seek non-violence. Just don't go up to someone and get in an argument and immediately resort to using your hands. Talk it through. It can be talked through. Freaking bugs, bro. It's a ladybug. You can talk it through. You don't need to throw hands. You don't need to freaking stab a guy in the street. You don't need to pull out the 9. It's okay. Just talk it through, man. Calm down. Unless your life is in danger, unless your health and safety is at risk, don't resort to violence. But if someone's coming at you with a knife, grab their arm and break it over your leg and take that knife. I swear to God, don't let them stab you. See, there's a fine line between seeking non-violence and self-defense. And in self-defense, don't go ham on somebody. Don't murder them if they punched you. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. If they weren't trying to kill you, why kill them? And that also goes on to the golden rule. Put onto others as you want put onto yourself. Because if you want others to like you, then you have to treat them like you want to be treated. You're not going to get what you want from others if you're mean and nasty to them all the time. You're only going to get what you want and what you need if you're nice and compassionate and caring. You have to feel what the other person feels and scratch their back too if you want them to scratch yours. Things are mutually beneficial. It doesn't just work out one way and screw the other way, I get more than you. No. And this isn't communism. This is overcoming human greed. If we can, as a species, overcome greed and live in symbiosis, we will get so much farther, so much faster. If we all work together towards common goals that we want to achieve, and stop worrying about how much things cost, and worrying about who's better than who, and worrying about who's getting in office and who's not, and why we should be voting for this person over this person. Just stop. We all have to get along. Love each other. And if you want to get far in life, use other people. And the last thing I'd like to leave you with today is to most importantly, love yourself. Because you can't truly love others unless you love yourself. Because if you don't like yourself, then you're not gonna want to put the time into other people. And there's a difference between putting something on yourself to spare someone else's feelings. But there comes a point where you have to seek help for yourself over other people, because in the end, you are all you have. At the end of the day, anybody can betray you, anybody can leave. You are all you have in the end, so you have to put yourself to loving yourself every single day and living life to the fullest, because at any moment it can come to an end. And at any moment, something you love can go. Everything comes to an end. And if you love something, you have to learn to let it go. Thank you. Peace out, my pineapple peeps. And I'll see you next video. I hope that maybe you're able to take some of this information and apply it to your life. Really just think about what I've said today. And maybe hug a loved one. Tell them why you love them, and tell them right now. Call your dad, call grandma. If you haven't talked to grandma in over 2 months, freaking call her, man. Alright. Peace.